very much for doing so on Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes, whatever you're listening to us on. Thank you very much. The live stream is also happening right now, so you could have watched that and actually seen it when it was happening, but you didn't. You chose to listen to it. So hello, streamers. How are you? Wave. This is what they're here for. Wave.
They're here for the waving.
They're here for the waving. Yeah.
Right,
hello.
cool.
Thank you very much for joining us tonight. You join us on a very special one. So obviously we have had our World Cup of theme tunes, which went down incredibly well and was a fantastic and fraught battle to the end. And the winner was?
Red Dwarf.
The one that we assumed it would be because it was the right answer. So this time round, we're doing the World Cup of movie villains. So we've all got together a list of movie villains. I'm hoping that other people have been sending them in as well. We're going to be going through them tonight. So with no further ado, I'm going to hand over to Dan.
That's confusing. So we got probably about half the amount that we had for the World Cup of TV themes, but it's still a formidable list. It's worth mentioning. So what we're going to do is we're going to read out some of the names we've got compiled from all of us, from people that listen to the podcast, people that don't listen to the podcast, but like, sharing their opinion on things. And we're going to vote, and we're going to let you guys vote. And the top ones that come from this will make it through to the final 64, which is when things start getting really exciting. So one thing we did say we were going to discuss is what constitutes as a villain. I don't want to make this a long discussion because as far as I'm concerned, it's just basically they're the bad guy in the film. And that can be a shark. That can be a dinosaur. That can be an alien. Within the context of the film, they are the bad guy. If someone is looking at you with a harpoon, I've forgotten the end of Jaws already, and says, "Smile, you son of a bitch," then he's probably the bad guy.
It's not a harpoon. It's just a rifle, isn't it? But he's got
it's just a rifle.
Got the compressed air
I need to watch
canister
Jaws
lodged
again.
in
Is what
its
I've
jaws.
realised. But yeah, okay. So yeah, any deviation on that?
So it's interesting actually. Duncan mentioned Ash from Alien. And initially I left Ash out of my list of favourite movie villains because I felt that he was almost like a sidekick, like an enabler for
still be a villain though.
But
they don't have to be you can't just have you don't have to just say there's only one per movie.
Yeah, trust me, that's not the case. So yeah.
So the only reason why I wanted to include Ash, but not actually the xenomorph, was because my view was, well, it's just a really horrible parasite.
It is.
It's not. I don't know. It's the bad guy, but it's not necessarily like high intentional evilness, villainy in the same category. But
as a counter to that, I would say it doesn't really matter. And indeed, the villain could genuinely believe that what they're doing is right and for the good of the world.
Yeah.
Still a villain. Yeah, Thanos. Thanos
but
doesn't think he's
conscious
being
decision.
evil.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter. It's still the villain of the... you are not...
Oh, well, I'm not going to get hung up about it. I'm just saying
what we're saying is, does a villain
include
have
it.
to be evil? No, they don't. But you can still be a villain without being evil.
But I kind of counted villains as different from monsters, and
they are, but a monster can be a villain.
Yeah. So
like the alien.
The
I'm
alien
just saying
is
that's
the
how
villain
I constructed my
Alien.
list.
Because
it's just again we've got loosey-goosey rules, and there's no structure. Gone Bennett again.
I'll tell you what
are you
probably just trying to
expecting
do
from
what's
us?
fun.
We haven't even got onto the needlessly complicated voting process that probably doesn't provide an accurate statistical representation of how people are feeling. And then, of course, we'll cheat if we don't like the answers.
But anyway,
I'd like to point out,
don't tell him.
We ended up not needing to cheat on the first one, but we would have done.
Yeah, we probably would have done. Yeah, but we didn't though, and we didn't need to. As far as I'm concerned, the alien is the villain in Alien, because in real life, the xenomorph is just doing what it would want to do. But A, they don't exist. B, it's people in rubber suits or puppetry. And so, for the purposes of that film, it is the villain.
Yeah.
And Ash can be a villain as well. I think you could probably have both of those in it. Do you know who can't be a villain? Now, I've been thinking about this.
Is it Paddington Bear?
Huh? Paddington Bear. Paddington Bear is not the villain in anything because those films are brilliant. Gru from Despicable Me is the hero of that story. He can't be the villain.
Yeah, agreed.
Dan said, like you did with Red Dwarf. I think he's implying we cheated. No
Oh,
cheating
no, no.
there.
I mean,
No, we didn't cheat.
We there's a very fine line. We were prepared to. We were willing to. We'd worked out how we were going to.
Yeah,
Turned
but
out
we
we didn't
didn't.
need to.
No, we didn't need to. We might have presented Red Dwarf as this is the one we'd like to win. It's not cheating.
That's not
right?
actually cheating, is it?
No, we definitely didn't cheat. I know I'm kind of making it sound like we did, but we definitely didn't.
And in honour of, oh, fuck's sake, this background stuff is really rubbish.
Hold it in front of your head.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
literally
It's
just there.
It's got to be at the same distance from the camera as you.
There we go.
So this.
Then
in
move your
honour
head
of
forward with
villains.
it.
And then
There you go.
There we
That's
go.
the one.
I thought I'd drink another Stormtrooper beer because they are sort of representative of villainy, and it's the dark one, the Shadow Stout.
I mean, they're literally the foot soldiers of evil.
Yeah,
I'm
foot
drinking-
soldiers of evils.
Hobgoblin, because it was the first beer to
Go
hand.
Poblin.
Dan, you're saying Red Dwarf should not have beaten Doctor Who. It did.
Legally,
Yeah, like just how it
uncontested.
happened.
It's not.
Like-
It's not a competition about most pioneering soundtrack or best use of analog equipment theme tune. It's just the best one.
Hmm.
It's like how I kind of have an idea who I think's going to win this already.
Hmm.
I
I'd
think
just like to
I'm pretty
say-
sure I know who's going to be playing. Who's going to win this? There's a couple of options.
And I'd just like to say that I am drinking my cup of tea out of this Bodum cup to get that Bodum heat.
Got my
Cheers,
hydrate bottle as well
Nice.
to remind myself
Yeah.
to hydrate.
Is
Sponsors.
Bowden Heat going to be the title of your next erotic novella?
Yeah, absolutely.
I do
Absolutely.
think actually Hobgoblin is quite a good one because it is a villain.
It is not in any of the things it's not mentioned here, but you know. Okay,
Unlike
right.
Green
Let's
Goblin,
let's
isn't it?
let's get to it.
Let's kick this business off.
Okay, so it's in no particular order. It's just literally I've written some names down.
It's the same where we all hold our hands up.
We all hold our hands up. People in the chat, you want to vote for it? Let me know, and I will add it on.
Yeah. Can I? Bearing in mind that far more people listen to this than watch it, should we maybe say yes rather than hold hands up?
That's a very
That's
good
a
point.
very good idea.
Yeah.
No,
So
turns
we'll
out
go
your
round.
passive-aggressive negging isn't getting more people onto the stream.
We've tried our best.
I
as
know
well.
I am literally out here every time trying my best for us.
Right. There's some controversial ones, and we can discuss whether we think that some of them are the bad guys as well.
Yep.
It's particularly in the first few. So, okay. So we're starting with ED-209 from RoboCop.
Oh, you've thrown up the philosophical conundrums already.
Yeah, straight in there.
Do you know what? I'm going to say yes, he is a villain.
Oh, he's definitely a villain
Because
I'm getting over
he's
it,
an
yeah.
evil bastard before he gets put into the machine anyway,
Yeah.
isn't he?
Yeah, and he's got an evil robot voice.
Yeah.
Does it
Is
to
he-
me?
Am I getting confused between my Robocops? Is that the one where it's literally the brain and spine of a serial killer in a robot?
I can't remember. It's the giant robot with the two Gatling guns that with the you have 10 seconds to comply, and the guy.
I
puts
think
the
I'm
gun
thinking of
down and shoots him,
Robocop 2.
Yeah,
You
so
are.
ED-209
Yeah.
is the first
Yeah,
kind of law enforcement robot, the one that looks like the Vectrons.
yeah.
Vectrons from Crusade of No Remorse.
Yeah,
That's really
I'll put
bad.
that in.
Right, he's
It's
right.
it's quite terrifying.
It's
I'm
a
g-
yes from me as well.
I'm going to say no on that one because it's more of like a tragic mistake, isn't it?
The new RoboCop has been described that as well. Heyo!
Yeah, so they're just robots, aren't they? There's
Yeah.
nothing. There's nothing
Still
organic
good.
about them.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Russ says, tragic mistake, bad programming, fucks everything up.
Yeah.
Yeah. sometimes
Apparently, it's
that one.
Kane in RoboCop 2 you're thinking of.
Yeah,
Russ. Thank
that's
you for
good.
that one, Jack.
We're,
Okay, so
we're
that's
going to
two-
put the brain and nervous system of a serial killer in this robot with massive weapons on it.
Brilliant.
What could go wrong? Oh, and it's addicted to drugs.
Hey, I mean,
Fine.
Kane in RoboCop
he's-
2 is literally RoboCop 2.
he's not gonna have any trouble using these weapons, which is perfect. So let's just put him in a robot.
Yeah, like
Brilliant.
he's highly trained. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the way forward.
He's fine with killing people. It's fine.
Oh,
you go.
shit. Just
You're right, Duncan.
remembered who I missed off my list. All right, well,
Do you want,
hopefully
do you
you'll
want to
turn
add? We can add to the list.
up. No, because I can't remember his bloody name.
Well, we'll have a
Simon
think and let's.
See, this is a good
Phoenix.
point.
Simon Phoenix.
Simon
in,
Phoenix is on the list. Don't you worry about
Demolition
it.
Man.
Yeah.
Fucking brilliant villain.
It is a good movie.
Jack also brings up. So Hal's not a villain. I know one of us has put Hal on here.
Oh,
so,
Hal is a villain.
Well, Hal is a villain.
Yeah, Hal is definitely a villain. ED209 is a villain. Just some
Yeah.
of us don't want him on the list, so that's fine. That's acceptable.
There's a lot of nebulous,
Mm.
you know, it's a very subjective.
Mm.
You're either, you know, we either feel we're right or we're wrong about something. So it's
Yeah.
not
If
that
we're
like,
saying it,
robots
we're
can't be
right.
villains. I think there's gonna be quite a few robots on here.
There might be, yeah.
But I
There's
feel
definitely
like
at least one more.
8209. It wasn't. It was just like it went wrong, didn't it? It
There's
wasn't
definitely at
being-
least 5 more. I'd like immediately just counting them. Yes, there is definitely more robots on this
Yeah.
list. Okay, so the next one, another one. This one also comes from Jack. That last one with Jack as well. John Hammond, Jurassic Park.
He's not the villain in that film.
I don't think he's the villain. I think he's just made a terrible mistake.
He has.
Yeah, I don't see him as a villain figure
No.
in it.
But I could see why he would be considered the villain.
Well,
He
he's
does.
also
He does things that
shuts
are
down the.
wrong
Yeah.
and makes some very bad decisions.
Yeah.
But I don't see him as a villain.
Okay. And by the way, chat, if you want to vote for any of these people, just say that you want to vote for them, and we'll add them onto the list.
We'll
Yeah,
add
I
them
don't know
into
whether I
the
already
really,
mentioned that.
the really opaque system by which things get approved or not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then,
He's not a villain for me, as far as I'm concerned. It's another one where the creatures are kind of the villains. The T-Rex is the
Yeah.
hero. The raptors. Are
Yeah, the
villains.
T-Rex is not a villain in any
Yeah.
of them.
Actually, it's the hubris of man is the villain of that film.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he couldn't make it.
Dickie
So,
Attenborough is technically the villain.
But that's what
It's
that's
his-
what we're saying here.
Oh yeah.
No, he's
John
not. He's not a
Hammond.
villain. I'm not. I'm not. You know, you can be as wrong as you like.
Yeah.
So if you want to say yes to that, go for it. But
Yeah. Duncan.
he's not the villain.
You can be as wrong as you like.
He's
That's
not
your
going
end
to
of
vote
that.
for him.
I'm going to say.
I believe
Russ
in your
has
right to be
persuaded me.
wrong, and I will fight to the death to support your right to be as completely wrong as you want to be.
Yeah.
No, because otherwise I might get chucked into those green glowing tanks behind me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which are your tanks.
Kelp! Ah!
God, I
Um,
hope it's not kelp.
Dan says Chaos is the villain in Jurassic Park. He was the villain in Gennaro. Anyway, I'm not voting for John Hammond. I don't think he'd win in a fight against ED209. He can't even crap in piss.
But it's not. This isn't which villain is
Yeah.
strongest.
Yeah, no, it's our favourite villains. Yeah, I'm just playing. But yeah, I'm not voting for John Hammond. Moving on.
Yep, go for it.
No one voted John Hammond. No, okay.
Nope.
Predator.
Yes.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you serious, Russ? It's the Predator.
Predator is a villain.
In the first Predator,
Yeah.
it is the bad guy.
No, I know. Did you not hear me say yes just then?
Okay.
But you
Well,
went,
We went,
yeah.
I was
yes.
giving it the due consideration
I don't
worthy
remember.
of a decision of this magnitude. I
I
suppose
don't
you
re-
could say it's like, you know, it's like an honourable hunter and all that bollocks, and it only attacks people.
I don't
with
remember
weapons, but it's
seeing
still
him
the
waiting for Guffman, so I probably won't go for it. Like, yeah. It's, yeah, no. Yeah,
what I want to
it's
see is the 4-hour cut of that film before I
Fuck
make
me.
any decisions.
If you want to hear more about the Snyder Cut, if you're listening to the podcast,
I swear there's
it
missing
will
an
be
end in there.
on. It will be up. We're meant to be talking about Marvel. We spent half an hour talking about Falcon Winter Soldier. That pod went up. We spent an hour and a half talking about the Snyder Cut. So
Yeah, but relative to the length of those things, that's actually less.
yes, yeah, it is. Yeah. But we're going to release the full version. No, I'm joking. So,
Just release
Okay.
the whole thing, but do it at quarter speed, and then put it out
you
as
know
the
what-
Snyder cut of your podcast.
You know, whenever I hear Snyder Cut, I do think there's an N missing in there somewhere.
Sninder.
That's rude. What's
Exactly,
a
Russ.
nut?
Sninder.
Oh, okay. It took me a while. That face was a. Okay. Jamie, no, you can't have the Peacekeeper Wars as a movie. They were a TV movie for Farscape. I love Farscape too, and we will talk about it at some point. But no. And Dan, it's a thumbs up for Predator. So we've got 5 votes for Predator so far. Anyone else wanting to vote for Predator? Let me know, and I will add it in. Right, Shredder. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Definitely a villain.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very silly.
He kills.
villain, but yeah.
He kills Splinter's
Yeah.
master and
Yeah.
then goes after
Yeah.
everyone. He's a crime lord.
Does that qualify as a villain? Yeah. Yeah.
He's
Yeah, that
100%
does.
Yeah.
I mean, at least he would be a good villain in a COVID post-COVID world because he's got the face mask already.
There we go. Very
There you
nice.
go. Oh my god, he's a socially conscious.
You know, and Kang lives inside
Yeah.
the belly of some big dude. So
He does, yeah.
Is
But
it
that's
Krang?
we're
Krang?
talking about the
Krang.
movies here. So
Krang.
What's the
as far
story
as-
with that big dude? Is it like a robot or something, or is it some unfortunate who's had his mind removed and a
brain with little tentacly things. Like someone will explain it to
but
us.
the
yeah, but like
dude-
the guy that he walks around in with a microwave
Oh,
in
it's a
his
robot.
stomach. Is that
It's a
that a robot?
Yeah.
That'd be quite horrific if that's someone they'd captured and like hollowed out.
No, it's not like what's the the body with no head in Futurama. Oh,
the
carries-
Spyro
disembodied.
Agnew.
Yes,
Spyro
Spyro
Agnew.
Agnew.
Yeah.
Come, disembodied body of Agnew.
Yeah, it's not that. Yeah. So Shredder gets 4 votes. It's a robot from another world, like the big Technodrome. There you go. Learning. So Shredder gets 4 votes. Terminator,
I mean,
the
definitely.
original
Specify
Terminator.
which Terminator.
The
T800.
original
The
Arnold
Terminator.
Schwarzenegger naked ass Terminator.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I mean, that it is definitely a villain. It's not my favourite Terminator villain though.
No, but
He,
he
but he's
does,
still. I mean, he still gets a big. I mean,
So
My-
point of clarification: are we voting to agree that something is a villain, or saying
No,
that it's
we're
a
just
good one?
voting to see whether we want them on the list.
Yeah. So I'm
Yes.
not. I'm not going to vote for that one because
You
I'm
can
going to vote
have
for.
more than one Terminator on this list.
I know. Hey, I'm just trying to inject a bit of controversy.
Okay,
he is just controversy.
No, I'm going to vote for the T1000 instead.
that might come up. Yeah.
yeah. So I'm definitely going for the Cyberdyne Systems 101
Yeah.
Arnie from the first film,
Yeah.
100%. Because
Definitely.
I think that is I prefer that film.
So that's 3 for Terminator so far. Dan's given us a vote for Shredder as well, so that's up to 5. Whoa, man! If Shredder makes it and Terminator doesn't. Okay,
And
so this
we
one I
blame
had
Russ.
to look up. Yeah, that's right.
It's
This
Ross's
one I
fault.
had to look up because, as far as I was concerned, he was always just Billy Zane from Titanic. His name is Caledon Hockley. He's
So
Billy Zane in
Zane
Titanic.
from Titanic.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not going to vote for him because I think you have to actually be a fully realised 3-dimensional character to be literally and
I
he
just don't
is a
give a shit about
cardboard
Titanic.
cutout.
I just think he's an arse. I think he's
Yeah.
just an arsehole. I don't think he's a
He's
villain.
He's literally pushing women and children out of the way.
That
He
doesn't.
has no depth to him. And obviously at one point they're like, yeah, Billy, we don't think people are quite getting it. Can you just slap Kate Winslet around for no reason?
He's
He's
definitely a
just an
villain
arsehole.
then. Don't come
No,
on.
I mean,
mate.
he is, but he's not a
Iceberg is
good
the
one.
villain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I don't think he's a villain.
he's not getting my vote.
No,
No, he doesn't
I'm
get
not
my
voting for
vote.
him.
No. Cool.
He's just an arse.
Predator's up to 7 votes. Terminator's up to 6 now. Okay, so no one's voting for Billy Zane from Titanic. Okay, no worries. It's also he's also the Collector. This is very specific from someone that sent it in. Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight. I don't know anything about it, so I can't vote.
Can't
for
vote
that.
for it.
Yeah. I'm sure he's brilliant because he's Billy Zane, and Billy Zane's brilliant in everything, particularly Zoolander.
He was in Titanic, wasn't he?
He was, yeah, he's got a name that I'm not.
Yeah.
He was the villain. He was the villain in Titanic.
Or was he? Was he? I didn't realise until he started slapping Kate Winslet about.
Him. And he
yeah.
handcuffed Leo in a room to drown as well.
But then I just figured that's what you would do if you were with Leonardo DiCaprio.
So no voters for the Collector from Tales of the Crypt, Demon Knight. Then no.
I think I'm going to have to put the caveat in that I don't even know what that is, so
No,
I
fair
can't.
enough.
I don't think I feel like I
Noun
can
and
vote for
Gremlin,
that. Noun and Gremlin.
Yeah.
You just said Noun and Gremlin.
If you had Noun and Gremlin on your bingo card,
I
then-
looked it up because I was interested, and it made me kind of want to watch it. So that's now on the list of things I might watch when I've finished rewatching the Expanse for the 100th time. So I haven't actually started rewatching it yet.
You had the
okay.
Expanse on your Too Much Time on Our Hands bingo card. Tick it
Yeah.
off now.
Yeah, about 5 minutes in. Okay, the Kurgan from Highlander.
Oh yes, definitely.
Oh,
He's
yes.
brilliant.
100%.
Yeah,
Clancy
Clancy
Brown.
Brown. He's going on the fucking list, definitely.
He's not just on the list,
He's
but
definitely
he's
on the
on the list.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Yeah,
Like,
he's brilliant.
Really, he's an arsehole. He's so good.
He's good at playing arseholes, is Clancy Brown, but by all accounts, apparently one of the nicest guys. The next one I'm not sure about. For me, he was just. I don't think he's really a villain. I think someone just played on his emotional state and turned him into a puppet more than a villain. Darth Vader.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah,
Yes.
Uh,
I mean, he's getting my vote as a villain because in New Hope he is one of the most terrifying. But I can
Definitely a
understand where
villain.
you're
I'm just playing.
yeah.
I can understand where you're coming from, Dan, and I can see Russ is about to jump on board with this.
No, he is a villain. I was just thinking whether I was gonna. Yeah, but yeah,
Darth
I will
Vader.
vote for that.
All right, cool, fair enough. So is that all four of us for Darth Vader?
Yeah, I actually saw a really, really good. I saw a really good video where this guy was basically just justifying the way that Anakin turns in Revenge of the Sith, and he actually makes a very good argument as to why the scene is actually good and fits with the character. And I did actually find myself kind of going for
Fits
the
with the
first
shit
time.
acting, yeah.
Yeah, it kind of maybe for the first time, kind of go, oh, maybe it wasn't shite.
Revenge of the Sith.
It's the best of the prequels.
Yeah. And it's also better than the Rise of the Skywalker. There.
Yeah,
Oh well, it was better, higher up in our list, wasn't it? So,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Darth Vader's on 5 votes now already. Nice one. And Kurgan's on 5 votes as well. So, okay, the Emperor.
oh, definitely.
Oh,
yeah.
definitely evil
I
personified.
don't know.
If
I'm not
we
that big a
ignore
fan.
the Rise of the
Oh.
Skywalker,
Hang on.
because he's just a prick in that.
No. Yeah, he's on my list. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy to ignore Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, like
Rise of
I
the
would
Skywalker.
ignore it, but I love
I think-
shitting on it so much.
That film
So-
is in the same. It's in the same sort of like let's all just pretend it didn't exist category as Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull.
I genuinely forget about that film. I will
Yeah.
genuinely say the Indiana Jones trilogy. Like,
I know when
That's
they
the thing.
said they said like there's a 5th Indiana Jones film coming out, I was like, have there been 4? Oh shit! Yeah, there was that one with the aliens. Like, it's just like it's mind-boggling. Like
Yeah.
you think about it, what the fuck? Oh, the fridge. There was the bit with the fridge, wasn't
Yeah.
there?
Yeah, I mean,
But,
everyone
yeah,
knows you get into a flimsy household appliance and you can survive a nuclear explosion. There's no problem.
exactly,
absolutely.
yeah.
That's what I'm doing when the sirens start.
Vader's already up to 7 votes. Vader's probably going to storm into the lead.
Naturally.
Well done.
Yeah. Okay, Bruce the Shark from Jaws.
100%.
Yeah.
Is that his
How's it
name?
going?
It was
His
what
name's
they
Bruce.
what they nicknamed the rubber model.
Yeah.
Cool, man. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Bruce, yeah. Well done,
Yeah.
Bruce. You get my
Yeah.
+1 there.
Yeah. So great.
Everyone?
There's some great documentaries and things. Basically, if that model had worked how they wanted it to, Jaws probably wouldn't have been as good a film. Because they wanted to have the shark in it a lot more, but because the fucking thing kept breaking, you barely saw it, which ended up being fantastic. It was this hidden threat that you never quite knew where it was. But that wasn't really planned. It was a result of this animatronic not really being 100% waterproof.
Wow.
You thought that would be something you want to check, wouldn't you? Before,
It's like the first thing on the list.
yeah.
Well, seawater's an incredibly difficult environment to have anything working in. So even like actual, like little submersible things.
Yeah, I mean, if only we had an
aware of
expert
this.
on this.
They,
Like, any
they're
people that have
constantly
worked in
breaking, aren't they?
seawater before. But I guess it's time to move on now.
Aren't you impressed that I remain silent?
I am very impressed. Congratulations.
I have got a little anecdote about Jaws, though, that the scenes where you do see a shark swimming around in the cage, to make it look bigger, they did have, like, basically a small guy in a dive suit doing it. And the bit where the cage it actually hits the cage, that is real, and the terror in there is real. And apparently afterwards he just basically just went, "Get me out of here," and just shot out of the water. So that is all pretty accurate.
You're right, mate.
So they pissed off a great white.
We're just gonna pop you in a in a cage.
And film you.
No,
as
anything
a-
gonna happen? Nah, should be fine. Should be
Should be
fine.
fine.
All right.
I mean,
Exactly,
it's I guess the tragedy really though is that the sea wasn't salty before humans started swimming in it, right?
No,
So
it's from our tears.
it's from us, isn't it? I mean, we've ruined everything. It was once a nice place to be, and now just so salty.
Apparently, they nicknamed the model shark the Turd, according to Dan. And Jack says they had the same problem with the T-Rex. It would start shivering in the rain, and they needed to towel it down. But I'm assuming that's real. There's something with the animatronics. Like, don't work with water, Spielberg,
Don't.
you idiot. Fucking hell.
It's
They have to
shivered.
do everything for you.
The T-Rex shivered.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
I've just seen something like that. It just sort of
Yeah, I
started
can't tell.
twitching.
He might be joking, and I might be looking like a right twat right now, which is also possible. Moving on, Mr. Freeze, Batman and Robin.
Yes.
I mean,
I love that you're straight in with that. 'Cause I'm not sure.
definitely a villain, not a good representation of Mr. Freeze. So unfortunately,
Duncan's
I'm
100%
not gonna-
convinced. Like, yeah, it's absolutely nailed on.
Yeah,
for
I
an
don't
Oscar.
see what the
couldn't
problem
believe
is
what
here.
did happen.
Yeah,
I'm not
definitely the
gonna
guy from the
vote.
best Batman film.
I'm not going to vote for that. I have not seen that movie, and
What?
I don't intend to.
Oh, we're going to do the commentary track for Batman and Robin.
oh Christ!
That's what we're going to do.
I mean, yay!
if you've not seen it, I want to be there when you watch it for the first time.
But I mean,
It's got
I've heard it's not even in the bad but good territory. It's just bad.
I think it's got to the point where it is bad, but fun to shit on.
So Batman has a bank card. I mean, Batman actually has his own bank card with his name on it in this film. I'm just going to throw that out there.
What,
I'm
with-
just going to
with
say,
It literally
Batman
says Batman on it, and it has a bat emblem on it. That's his bank card.
I don't
So
hate
ice
that.
skates in his boots.
I don't hate the Batman bank card because, like, Marvel do something in Falcon and Winter Soldier this week that you'd think, well, that'd be really handy actually. I don't want to give anything about Falcon and Winter Soldier, but it's
Well, apparently there's a bank card in it, so that's really.
No.
Have you
then,
seen the
hasn't
next Falcon and Winter Soldier already?
well, like the week one's one. Like, it brings up the fact that they don't get paid.
Oh, it's all goodwill,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know. One vote for Mr. Freeze then. Is it Tulsa Doom from Conan? I haven't seen Conan in about 20 years.
Yeah, I can't remember it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. Is
I-
that what's his name? Vader, James L. Jones.
Yes, I think so. Jack, you're our man on this.
He's like
one.
an evil sorcerer type, isn't he?
Yes,
Yeah.
with
yeah,
orgies and whatnot, apparently.
Yeah,
I haven't seen him
I
so
will.
long.
If that's the character's name, then yeah, I will
Yeah,
vote for
James
him
L. Jones. Yeah,
because he's quite chilling and quite scary.
he's getting a vote from me as well.
And as you
Just
say,
remember that end
orgies
fight
and
thing is
whatnot.
really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I sadly don't remember him, so I mean, I'm just going to stay out of it.
No worries. He's on the list. Well, he's got 3 votes. I'm sure we'll get a few more in a minute. Sardo Numspa. It is the villain from The Golden Child. I don't remember them particularly. It's
not
Charles
familiar.
Dance though, and he is a very good villain.
yes, but I'm not going to vote for one that I've not seen the film and I don't know who it is.
Either.
Golden Child.
Yes, it's a movie.
Haven't seen it. Don't know it. Can't
Okay.
vote on it. And everything's
Moving on
frozen.
then. Have I frozen?
No, you
Yeah,
just,
but-
just didn't move for a second.
Oh, okay.
That was me.
Oh,
I think my internet went bleh.
Oh,
So-
okay. However, that reminded me Benedict from Last Action Hero, which is Charles Dance in Last Action Hero.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The
Okay.
guy with the
He's like a caricature of a villain, though, isn't he? Deliberately
yeah,
so.
but it's good. It's quite good.
Yeah, I'll vote for
me.
him because he's
Yeah.
pretty good. He's got interchangeable glass eyes.
That's the one.
That's
is it
the
glass
one,
eyes or
yeah.
is it contact lenses? So, but they've got like
I thought they were actual glass
targets on
eyes.
them, hasn't they? So he can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like there's one he's got one with a smiley face on it, and things like that.
Yeah.
that's the yeah. Okay, yeah, thumbs up. Yeah.
Last Action Hero, very enjoyable movie.
So I rewatched Last Action Hero, and Demolition Man, expecting to enjoy Demolition Man a lot more than Last Action Hero, and I can safely say that I enjoyed Last Action Hero more than I enjoyed Demolition Man.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
It is actually funny.
Yeah, it is. It's genuinely good as well.
Hmm.
I rewatched Kindergarten Cop as well and forgot that it's not actually a kids' film. Like I just assumed because it was Kindergarten Cop, like you see things like The Pacifier and you assume it's a kids' film. It's like no, it's not. But
Yeah, I mean the ending of that when he's literally he retreats in that firefight to the locker room and he's literally in a pool of his own blood, like in pain and screaming and stuff, and then gets saved at the last minute. I mean, it is, yeah, it's quite harrowing at points, that film actually.
We've got another vote for Tulsa Doom. Is on 4 now. We've got another vote for Charles Dance in Last Action Hero. Cool. Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah.
That was Jack.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's a vote for me as well.
I don't think I've actually seen that film all the way through.
It's good.
People say that. I got quite bored.
3 votes from us 3 then. Moving on then, very quickly. Gaston from Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, I mean, definitely a villain.
I'm going to say something quite controversial. I think Beauty and the Beast is a bit shit.
Which one?
Oh yeah,
All of them.
All of them.
I think it's that controversial.
Yeah. So it's a no from me.
I mean, yes, he's a villain, but I wouldn't have him on the list. I kind of went through the Disney stuff. And
There's a lot of good ones in Disney.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
going to vote for him. He's not like a classic Disney villain. And yeah, I mean, Beauty and the Beast is a bit of a, it's not really the best way to approach women, is it? Just to kidnap them and lock them in a castle until they have no choice but to agree to go out with you.
It was a
Are we talking
different
about
time.
Beauty and the Beast
Russ,
or Big
different
Bang
time.
Theory?
Ooh, cutting.
Ooh.
Cloud Frollo from Hunchback of Notre Dame. I don't really remember.
I don't remember that one. This is after my peak Disney period.
Yeah.
Don't know. Like, again, I considered having him on my list. I'm saying no. Yes, he's a villain, but I'm not having him. He's not a good one. It's not brilliant.
It's not necessarily up there for me. It's been mentioned that Gaston might not be the villain in Beauty and the Beast. I think he's the closest to being a villain-like character.
I mean, he's not. I mean, there isn't really a villain, is there?
Yeah.
He's the main antagonist once it's revealed that the Beast he's nice after all.
Yeah. Hades from Hercules. That's a yes from me.
Great.
Not
Yeah,
seen it.
definitely.
Great. That's a big thumbs up.
Is that you haven't seen it, Russ?
I haven't seen it. No,
Cool. No worries. Okay. Cool. The Anaconda from Anaconda.
I haven't seen that either.
I have. It's a vote from me. I'm telling you that for nothing.
I mean, if Big Snake,
I haven't seen it.
big
I
shark,
never
big
watched it.
snake. I
Yeah.
mean, let's go thumbs up for that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
why not?
The Critters from Critters.
Well, yes.
The blind guy from Sneakers.
He's not a villain. That's Sneakers too.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Gremlins. Stripe specifically from Gremlins.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
you've just put Gremlins, and now the Gremlins. You just put Gremlins with Gremlins.
Yeah.
You just said Gremlins. It doesn't really matter.
Percy Wetmore from The Green Mile.
I actually haven't seen the Green Mile.
I've actually not seen that.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he really gets his comeuppance in that film. I mean, really gets his comeuppance. He is brilliantly acted though by the guy that played Toombs in X-Files, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to give him a thumbs up because I like the
Nice.
actor.
Yeah, I'm not, but I think it is a good choice. I'm just adding numerous things that people are sending in. So congratulations to some of these.
You get nothing.
Yeah, okay, I'm caught up. So so 2 votes for Percy Wetmore from Green Mile. 3
I think
votes.
so.
Yeah.
3 votes.
Okay,
Who
cool.
gives you 3 votes?
Me, and it's actually up to 4 because someone on the chat's just mentioned.
I also gave him a thumbs up as well.
Audrey from the Little Shop of Horrors.
Classic.
Audrey 2. Yeah,
Classic.
it's a vote from me.
Yeah, I'll give that.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Good job.
Famous Seymour.
Okay, I think this is going to get a few votes. Agent Smith from The Matrix.
Yes, come
Yeah.
on.
Excellent.
First-
Yeah.
Definitely.
Excellent.
Excellent. He's got a fantastic little monologue.
Yeah.
Which is, one of the sort of the villain tick list.
Yeah.
Is
It's the smell.
there even is such a thing.
Yeah.
And every time I smell it, I can't help but feel that I've somehow been infected by it. It's repulsive. I love it.
That is brilliant. And then it's just I'm going to go and watch The Matrix after this.
Matrix is good.
I must get out of here. I must have those codes. It's brilliant. Literally, like almost crushing his head, isn't he?
In this mind is the key. My key. He's brilliant.
Sauron, Lord of the Rings.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. as
Like
well,
the
yeah.
original Big Daddy.
I
Giant
actually
fiery
put-
eyeball.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck off.
It's just not in it.
I think
That
it's a
much.
fair
He's
point.
not in it. He drives every
But he's
action.
not in it.
I'm
really.
gonna.
A big flaming eyeball on a stick. What more could you want?
But he's not the most terrifying thing in that. Like, Shelob's scarier.
Not
Gollum
saying he's
is
the
far
most
more...
terrifying thing. He's a good villain, and I'm voting for him.
Just sitting here drinking my Bodum heat and
I
enjoying
just-
the
Are
conversation.
you not voting for him, Tom?
Sorry?
You're not voting for Sauron?
I'm going to see which one wins, and then I'm going to side with them.
I mean, It's just-
There are others in Lord of the Rings that I'll be voting for. But yeah, I'm
there
definitely
are...
going to vote for
I
someone.
just think they're better villains.
That's fine.
Like, he does make everything, but, I mean, in the films, all he is a big flaming eye. Occasionally he appears. He doesn't actually do fuck all, apart from in the very beginning where he comes with a giant super mace and beats a load of shit. And then actually
point. Good point.
the Witch King of Angmar is a better villain.
Yeah, and I'll
well.
definitely be voting for him. But,
Yeah.
That's
I
the
mean,
point.
like you say, Sauron does. He has a pretty cool opening where he wanders around just bashing the shit out of a load of elves.
Yeah, that's a good point,
Yeah.
Ross.
In the
I mean,
Silmarillion...
Sauron's getting a vote from me, but like, I do 100% understand where you're coming from.
Right, I am now deliberately not voting on Sauron.
So,
I might agree, but I'm
Yeah.
not voting.
No,
He's
you.
not
I
getting-
think you're right, but he's Sauron.
Nah,
He is just a big floating eye, but
he's just fucking loser, really.
what a twat.
do you know what? I like that. He's just a big fucking loser. He gets a vote from me out of sympathy then. Poor old Sauron.
The bandits from Seven Samurai.
I like that, actually.
Yeah, I do as well. It's getting a vote from me.
Yeah, I'll give that a vote.
I mean, they're fucking horrible.
Mm.
I
So,
haven't
yeah.
seen it for so long. I can't.
No,
Really,
it's been a
I don't
while, but
remember.
yeah. Bass with some interesting comments about killing elves makes him a good guy in my book. I don't need to say that. Yeah, they're getting a vote from me anyway for Seven Samurai, but Lord Naritsugu from 13 Assassins.
Not
I
familiar.
know.
I love that
So-
assassins was the word I stumbled upon there. I haven't seen it.
I haven't
No,
seen
I
it either.
can't
Yeah.
comment.
No.
Sorry.
Shang Tsung, Mortal Kombat.
I mean, yes.
I'm
That's
not
a thumbs
voting
up
because
from
I'm
me.
not voting for that.
no.
I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna
All
go
right.
with Tom.
Okay.
Come
It's a
on,
thumbs up
Tom.
from me. Get
High
in.
Yeah.
fives.
Oh, so okay, cool. That's doing quite well. Then.
Just out
Okay.
of interest, does anyone else feel like when they put, if it's raining and you've had your hood up and you put your face mask on to go in the shop, that you actually could be from Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, I'm regularly feeling like a supernatural being, like
Yeah.
Scorpion. Yeah, I think it's the harpoon I've got up my sleeve.
I'll do it.
You,
Especially
Dan,
when you're in the
fuck you.
freezer. I feel like Sub-Zero.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
There's me adding a bit of fun. and
I am
there's
just
you
playing. It's the
pissing on
same
it.
way that you feel like a Jedi when you walk through an automatic door.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
everyone does.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know about this one. Who's really a villain? Hans Gruber.
Don't know.
Like,
Just,
one
we'll
of
just
the-
pop that in the number one spot right now, shall we?
That's
Yeah,
kind
one
of
of
the one
the
I think's
best-
going to win it.
Villains ever. Yeah.
Hans Gruber. Do you think Alan Rickman as Hans Gruber is a villain?
So this,
Oh, it's
I
Alan
mean,
Rickman,
this
is it?
defined the sort of the well-groomed, exquisitely tailored British-ish villain, didn't it?
I
Well, aside from the
suppose.
fact he's German, but yeah,
That's what I was about to
definitely, definitely, yeah.
Yeah,
I
but,
suppose.
but he comes across as he basically is British.
I mean, it's it's.
You're not going to vote.
I know what you mean. Yeah, yeah. I'll go with that ambiguous and vague
I
description.
might give. I'm
It's very
going to give him
British,
my
right?
sympathy. I'm going to give him my sympathy vote. I think he might just
Okay,
be a
well,
villain.
I've given it 4 votes already. I just
Sympathy
assumed we
vote.
were all going to vote for Hans Gruber.
Hans Clawbar.
Yeah. Ming the Merciless.
Brilliant. Yeah.
There's a vote for me. As
Brilliant.
well.
Eyebrows
Yeah,
alone.
sure.
I mean, if only because that what they call Big Train did the brilliant
Yes.
Yeah.
sketches of him like hoovering at home and
I'll be in
watching
the,
daytime TV.
I'll see you in the. I'll see you in the brasserie. Give me a juice.
Throw them in the pit of fire. The pit of fire's full, sir. Throw them in the pit of pain.
Van Pelt from Jumanji.
Oh, he's pretty badass.
Is that the hunter guy?
the hunter? Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to vote for that. It's
No,
not,
me
a,
neither.
not a top tier villain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'd agree with that.
Well, yeah, I'd put him down. Okay, moving on.
Did you give him a vote, Tom?
Sorry.
Did he get a vote from you?
Yeah.
No, sorry. No, I was saying I agree with Russ's point that
Oh,
he's
okay,
not at all. I would describe as a top tier villain.
Okay. The Winter Soldier from The Winter Soldier.
Ooh, I was tempted to put him down as a villain, but I don't think he's quite.
He's the fucking villain in The Winter Soldier. Like, everything else afterwards, he's not. He fucking nearly kills
All right.
Nick Fury. Like, but yeah.
but so I'm not going to vote for him because he's not a fantastic villain, because you know that he's a
Controlled.
good guy all along.
Fine. Just any opportunity to get the Winter
I was
Soldier
actually
in there
tempted.
for me.
Out of that, I was tempted. I couldn't remember his character's name, but Robert Redford's character, he is a good villain in that.
Oh, what's his fucking name?
I know. That's who I was going to put from the
It's
Winter
something
Soldier.
Secretary Pierce, isn't it? I can't
That's
remember
the one,
his first
yeah.
name is.
And the only reason I couldn't put this Winter Soldier was because it was Bucky. And I've just watched Winter Soldier.
Oh,
Falcon
Bucky. That's his name.
Yeah.
Bucky.
Bucky
Okay,
the
so
Soldier.
no one's voting for the Winter Soldier then? Just me.
No, because I love the Winter Soldier. So,
No, he's not a. Yeah, it's just because you know he ends up not being a villain.
I think we want to split these two up. Pennywise.
Yes.
So
Well,
Tim
Curry
Curry.
version or
Tim
the-
Curry Pennywise.
Tim Curry. That's the only one I've seen. Yeah, Tim Curry.
Alexander
Pennywise.
Pierce is the bad guy in
Alexander Pierce. That's it.
yeah, in Winter Soldier. Okay, so it's 4 yeses for Tim Curry Pennywise.
yes.
What about the other one?
Not seen it.
I mean, it is good and it is chilling, but it lacks a lot of the kind of the black comedy zania edge that Tim Curry gave Pennywise. So I would say yes to Tim Curry, no to modern Pennywise.
Kind of how I'm going as well.
Yeah.
Well, I don't hate it. It's all right. Just yeah. Darth Vader kind of ends up not being a villain. It's been pointed out as
Yeah,
well.
I agree, and I'll reiterate that this is hugely subjective, and our opinions are going to waver
But-
and change and be unreliable.
But
True.
in Rogue One, he is super villain, and in the very first, in New Hope, he is all villain.
Yeah, and
I mean,
Empire
and in
Strikes
Empire
Back.
Strikes Back.
And
Yeah.
and
Right,
obviously,
yeah.
Also, I
Empire-
think the fact that he's like under mind control turns it down a bit for the Winter Soldier,
yeah.
because he's kind of programmed to do it, isn't he? He's not really acting out. for
Clarence from RoboCop.
the role. Who's Clarence?
The leader of the gang.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
I haven't
do you
seen
mean-
RoboCop
do you mean-
forever?
Dr. Romano from ER.
It's the guy from That 70s Show.
Yeah, Red Foreman.
Yeah, from That 70s Show. That's how. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Dr. Romano. He's just like he's like a henchman, isn't he?
Yeah.
I think he gets his hand blown off with a shotgun.
Yes,
Um,
that's right. That's right. Well remembered.
No, not top tier enough to get my vote.
No.
Hela from Thor Ragnarok.
I'd give that a tick. Yeah,
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
awesome as
Give it
well.
back to me
She's
as well.
amazing.
Yeah.
Cockney accent and unlimited knives. It's fantastic.
Just what you want, really, isn't it? Imhotep from The Mummy. I couldn't have said
Oh,
that.
yes.
Yes.
That is a great one. I can't believe I
Yeah.
forgot that.
Oh,
A big
The
thumbs
Mummy
up.
is such a good film.
So,
Can you fly, Bobby? There we go. That's the guy. No, I know. Yep. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Big sand
getting
head.
A couple of votes
Brilliant.
now. Lotso from Toy Story 3.
I'm not going to vote for him.
I mean, the
No?
thing is, though, he has no redeeming features whatsoever,
Mm.
even to the very end, where even when you think he's having his change of heart.
Yeah. He's a fucking good villain, I think. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he is. He does. It's really tragic, though. It's really sad. Like it's just the emotional snap. Is
I think,
all
yeah, I
that-
think if you didn't hear about his backstory, then yes. But yeah, he just makes me so sad. So I'm not going to vote for him as like a. I feel like they should be enjoying themselves a bit more to be an excellent villain.
Interesting.
Depends, doesn't it? Yeah. Dan says he's lost faith in us guys. Knows Clarence Boudica, but yes for Hela. I haven't seen RoboCop in the longest time. This might change if I
Don't
if I
lose
go
faith
and
in
watch
us.
RoboCop. Yeah.
We'll redeem ourselves, I'm sure.
Oh, maybe. So Lotso's a no from everyone but me and Tom. Then is it?
I mean, I'm going to give Lotso a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loki from the Avengers.
I just didn't actually. I mean, yes, because he's villain in 2 films.
Yeah.
Well,
He's a
Yeah,
villain,
yeah,
yeah.
I'll vote for him. He's going through the, if you're a villain long enough, you turn into a good guy process.
Yeah.
But I think you have to like if he ever came back to Earth, he would still be considered as, a huge villain who caused thousands of people to die.
Yeah. Exactly. Is that 3? No from you, Tom?
yep.
I don't know. I mean, he is good, isn't he? Actually, you think about it, he did that purely as a power play to rule Earth. So,
Yeah.
okay, fair enough. Big thumbs up. Yeah.
Cool. Killmonger from Black Panther.
Yes.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't
Yeah.
quite put him as a high
Brilliant.
villain because I kind of felt there was someone else who was a better villain.
Yeah. Thanos.
Yes.
Yeah, Thanos.
Yeah,
is quite good,
absolutely.
isn't he? Yeah. Right, that's most of the Avengers stuff done now. Roy Batty.
Didn't I put Ulysses Claw?
Yeah, that's still to come. Don't worry.
All right.
Roy Batty from
Batty.
Blade Runner.
Brilliant.
That's good.
Yeah, it's a yes from me.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like-
I'll
Yeah.
vote for him.
He's a combat model, optimum
Yeah.
self-sufficiency.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
The one thing that would stop me is that you do have a fair amount of sympathy for him. He does kill a lot of people though, so but yeah. So Roy Batty's a yes from me, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll vote for
So
him.
yes from me. Yes from me, Jim.
It's a yes from me. Okay. Like, Killmonger get a couple more votes. And Thanos as well. Okay. Lopan, Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
I've not seen that.
Also, the big ball of eyeballs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
That's making me
It's
want to see
ages
it.
since I've seen that film. That's a really good shout. I like
Really,
that.
really good.
Definitely. The Blob from The Blob.
Yes.
I've not
well,
seen that actually.
by all accounts,
Yeah.
if a xenomorph is a villain, then yeah.
I'm purely not going to
definitely
vote for the Blob because I haven't seen it. I've never seen it. I've seen a picture of it. I know what it is,
Yeah.
but never seen the film.
Yeah, likewise.
2 votes for The Blob. The Graboids from Tremors.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah,
Getting a vote for me as well.
really.
3 or 4. Is that who
I
is
fucking
anyone
love
not?
that
Oh
movie.
no, yeah. So it's a thumbs up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's everyone then. Yeah.
Absolutely love that movie.
The Commodus from Gladiator.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Great film, but I'm not going to vote for it because I just find him a bit irritating.
Oh no, I
pretty good.
love.
Doesn't he like
love
kill
him.
his mother, sleeps with his sister, and then
Yeah.
betrays everyone?
It's
Yeah.
basically Nero.
Standard
And I was gonna
weekend,
put-
isn't it?
And a bit of Caligula as well.
And,
Yeah.
and he tries to cheat.
He does, doesn't he? Prancing around in his
So-
white armor. Yeah.
I just remember him being a
definitely.
whiny bitch, but because that is what
He's
he is. But
definitely
he's
a whiny
actually
bitch,
quite
yeah.
an evil because he kills his father.
Yeah.
And then frames everyone. He's such a shithead. But
That's
he's
kind of
still
irritating. I'm not a big Joaquin Phoenix fan. I think that's my problem.
Cool. Well, that's 3 votes for the Commodus from Gladiator. Apollo Creed from Rocky.
It's Carl Weathers, isn't it?
Yeah, I
It
don't.
is.
I can't vote for Carl Weathers as a big old baddie.
Yeah, yes, you can.
I have to. He's the baddie in Rocky.
Yeah,
No,
He
I
doesn't
don't
end
know.
up
I
the
know he
baddie, but
is.
it's the same as every Fast and Furious film. And no doubt we've got every villain from that
Yeah,
coming out.
true.
So we
True.
haven't, by the way.
Yeah,
Don't
go
know
on then.
them.
Yeah, I'll vote for Apollo.
All right, cool. Ivan Drago, though.
yes.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Oh, superb.
Yeah.
He's got a chip in his head.
I want to split this up because there's 2, and one of them's good, and one of them's the recent one. General Zod.
are we talking Terrence Stamp here then?
Yeah.
Terrence Stamp.
Superman.
Or, yeah. Yeah. Terrence Stamp or what's his face in the most recent one? I don't know.
Unmemorable person.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Terrence Stamp.
Terrence Stamp.
I'll vote
yeah.
for the Terrence Stamp one. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So that's I'm voting for the Terrence Stamp one as well. So
It's like you have to split up the Jokers.
Yeah, we've done that. Don't worry. This is going to be 2 weeks, by the way. I'm just letting everyone know that now.
Yeah. Well, I get that.
Okay. Doomsday from Batman versus Superman. That's a hard no from me because he looks like every other villain in those films.
No, because I still haven't watched it because Russ really told me not to.
So, I've seen that film. I don't know who you're talking about. Who's Doomsday?
He's the guy that kills. Oh, spoilers! Superman at the end.
Oh no, don't spoil
Michael
the film.
Shannon. Michael Shannon's Zod, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, don't spoil it.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
I think I might have switched it off out of frustration by that point. I don't really
Yeah.
remember it.
Doomsday's a hard no from me, so I'm going to say that. So 1 for the Terrence Stamp Zod as well. Okay. Skeletor from the He-Man movie.
Oh yes.
He's
I'll
too
get you next
silly.
time, He-Man.
Different. Yeah.
No, I'm can't not vote for
Okay, no.
fucking Skeletor.
Yeah.
I bet, yeah. Kylo Ren.
I like him
He's
Yeah.
as the villain
Yes.
in the first film. Love it.
And the second one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the second one. Yeah.
Yeah.
he's really good as the villain in the second one as
Yeah.
well.
And it was a
Yeah.
strange move that they only made 2 of those films, wasn't it? So,
Yeah,
It really was.
Yeah.
yeah, for like a trilogy of trilogies to have
Yeah.
only 2 movies in its end trilogy. But I think it was the right decision.
Yeah.
It's brave, wasn't it? Brave.
Yeah, I'll vote for Kylo.
Nurse Ratched.
Oh,
Yeah.
horrible.
Yes.
Also the cookie
Horrendous. Yeah.
Yes. One of the most. Yeah. We got a good run coming up. I promise you that.
Pitiless.
Anton Chigurh from No Country for Old Men.
You see, I'm going to admit I
Astounding.
haven't seen it,
Yeah,
but
I've-
I do know he is like an
I've
epitome.
not seen it, so I can't vote for him.
I do know
Okay.
he's the epitome of a, and whenever you look at the stuff, he is the epitome of a villain. So I
Prob-
would
probably
vote.
my favorite on the list. So yeah.
I'm
he's
going to
got-
say
Wonderful.
yes, even though I haven't seen it, just because all I know of that film is him.
Yeah.
What's the most you've
Wow.
ever lost in a dance-off? Yeah.
Yeah. Is that the line? I think. Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Don't put that in your pocket, sir. Don't put it in your pocket. That's your
It
lucky
becomes
coin.
just another coin.
Yeah, which it is.
Yeah. Fuck! How close he comes to killing that. Oh,
That's
so good.
amazing, isn't it? Yeah.
God, Time Bandits.
Yeah, fucking yes.
Like that. Yes.
And you go, God.
Yeah.
It's God, but God's not the actual villain. He's like chasing them, but he's doing it for his own purposes, isn't he?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, true.
evil is the villain.
Yeah, but still. Yeah.
No,
Oh
I'm
my
not.
God.
Yeah, he chases them around a lot and
Yeah.
scares them, but he's not. I don't think he's the villain in Time Bandits.
Dan says he had a nightmare of being chased by Anton Chigurh.
Wow.
Yes,
Okay,
that's
that's
very
got to be
Fuck,
scary.
that's horrible. Yeah. Okay. Well, I vote for him. Sharptooth, Land Before Time. I don't remember anything about the Land
Not
Before
seen
Time
it.
films.
Vinny likes it, but I don't really. Ever.
Okay. No. Okay. Dr. William Weir, Event Horizon.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
he's not really the baddie until the last sort of 10 minutes or so, but he's
Well, it's
pretty
that- it's-
fucking
it's-
awful.
He
It's
is-
him or the ship.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I mean, he
it's-
does a whole movie's worth of villaining in that last 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
chewing the blood-soaked scenery.
Where
So you're
we're
naked
going,
and
you
covered
won't
in
need
blood now,
eyes
then,
to
Doctor,
see.
are you?
It's perfectly safe. It's just sucked through on my career. It's fine.
It's
Yeah.
just hell.
There's
It's
no way it
okay.
can do that, believe me. I should know, I built it.
No, the whole reason he was going up was so he could get back with his wife, and
Yeah.
so he is the villain, and it is brilliant. Oh my god. Sorry.
It's a good film. It's really good. Do you see?
Yeah. We don't need eyes.
Eyes.
I love that. That's a pun on Back to the Future, isn't it? Like I,
I
don't
mean,
know whether it's
kinda,
intentionally
yeah.
a Back to the
Deliberately is,
Future
but yeah.
pun,
Where
but
we're
it is
going,
eyes
big
where we're going.
roads.
We don't need eyes. A 40k prequel. Baz just said. But yeah, that's
it
fair.
is really, isn't it?
Apparently, God created evil in Time Bandits, that makes him the big villain.
Yeah, but I mean, you could say that about literally anything.
Yeah, so God's the villain in all of this. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the lamp made evil.
Doctor Evil. Speaking of evil,
No.
Yeah.
Rubbish.
I couldn't really vote for Austin. I couldn't vote for Doctor Evil. Yes, he is Doctor Evil, but I mean, it's such a parody of a villain. So
yeah, he's such a parody that he's almost exactly the same.
Yeah, I'm not voting for him.
I'm voting for Doctor
I
Evil.
mean, so am I, because he does. I mean, he does kill,
All right.
maim a lot of people through those
all
films
right,
to
fine. He
achieve
gets my
nothing, really.
he gets my vote for them. Fine.
Cool. Michael Myers.
Yes.
Yeah. I love that I've completely unintentionally gone from Doctor Evil to Michael Myers.
Well, that's quite good. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah,
I mean, he's got some mummy issues, but fair play.
cool. Is that 3 or 4 from Michael Myers?
Yes.
You know, Russ?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. Jason from Friday the 13th.
Yes.
Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Classic,
I think we're going
yeah.
to hit a bit of a patch of all yeses. Freddy Krueger.
Yes.
Well, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And we all know that he has a Tumblr.
Chucky. Charles.
Yes.
Yeah. Fucking
Yeah,
love that.
definitely.
I've never seen that. I can't. I'm
Have you not?
gonna vote for it. No.
It was terrifying. Don't watch it when you're 11.
Yeah, just for the scene where he goes to family therapy with his son for Dr. Evil. Oh, God. That is one of the better bits in it. Captain Vidal from Pan's Labyrinth.
I've never seen it.
Oh, my God,
Yeah,
it's great.
To my
It's getting a vote
shame,
from
that
me.
is. I've never actually got around to seeing that.
Yeah,
Actually,
well worth a watch.
it was on TV once, and we never got round to finish watching it. It's terrible.
It's really good. Okay, well, I'm voting for him. Cruella de Vil, 101
Yes.
Dalmatians.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's awesome.
Definitely.
Also, best theme song.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine walking into that every time you walked it. Cruella de Vil, Cruella de Vil.
And by the way, both, because I think, isn't it? It's
Glenn
Glenn
Close.
Close.
Glenn Close does it. Yeah.
Glengarry Glenn Close, yeah.
So-
Yeah. Dan says, my father would make outrageous claims like he invented the question mark and he accused chestnuts of being lazy.
Yeah. At the age of 13, a Zoroastrian named Vilna ritualistically shaved my testicles. There really is nothing like a shorn scrotum. It's breathtaking. I
should try
suggest
it.
you try it. Literally, you just hear the gasp.
The Operative from Serenity.
Oh, fucking badass.
yeah.
Man.
Yes.
Fucking
Badass.
so evil.
I am, of course, wearing full body armor. I am not a moron.
Yes, yeah. Really kicked out his career as well.
I'm going to show you a world without sin.
Yeah.
He's great because he knows he's evil and he acknowledges that basically.
Yeah.
He accepts that.
Says, doesn't he? I'm
There's
not
a
going to live in
hint
this
of,
world now.
There's a hint of Amos in him. Like, he just doesn't, he's just relentless. Just does, has done what he needs to do to believe.
He's
in
like
what he
Amos who
the right thing.
believes in a purpose.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah.
Amos, he's the Amos who has decided not to, that he needs other people around to frame his world.
Yeah. He's such a good. I want to watch Serenity again.
Also,
But also, I really don't want to watch Serenity.
Also
again.
meticulous. If
Yeah.
your quarry goes to ground, leave no ground to go to.
I love the. Well, I don't carry a sword round with me. Yeah.
I
There's an
love
option
the.
on when you watch Serenity. All you just need is an option where it just takes out a few 10-minute segments, and then I could watch it without crying.
Yep.
Yeah. I do-
Easily the most noise I've made in a cinema. Like
do-
when that happened.
I do like when
I
at the
can't
very
remember who it was. When we went to see it, one of my friends came out and he's like, I am fucking furious about that.
I know exactly who it was, and I'll tell you afterwards.
I like the operative because of his almost coldness and some sort of perverse honor that he has at the very beginning when he holds his sword up on the ground and he's to young miss, I need you to go and collect the files, and the doctor falls onto the sword, and the second there's that moment of impact on his sword, he turns to the guy sliding down the blade and just goes, "There's no shame in this. This is a good
This
death."
is a good death. Yeah.
And he just slides down to the bottom, and it's like it doesn't even bat an eyelid.
Really kick-started his career as well. Great villain. Tyler Durden, Fight Club.
Oh, badass, man.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, 100%.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are not the clothes you wear.
Yeah.
You are not your job. You're not your
He's like
fucking
he's
khakis.
the villain of that movie and the hero of that movie.
Yeah. Mrs. Trunchbull from Matilda.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So
yes.
yes for me as well.
She fucking saw off her own brother and disinherited her own niece. Like, what a bitch.
Vigo Tarasov from John Wick.
Is that what's his name? Peter
That's the
Stormare?
dad. I don't know whether I was umming and ahhing about whether Alfie Allen's more the villain or the dad is.
No, I don't see the dad as a villain, really.
No, he's just trying to correct his son's mistakes. I suppose Alfie Allen is the villain. Well, Alfie Allen then instead.
He's too much of a prick to vote
Oh
for.
God, yeah, and he just gets his fucking.
Do you know what? With John Wick, it was quite difficult to decide who really was the villain kind of thing.
There aren't really there's not
There's
really a big bad.
There's the guy that betrays him in the second one.
Yeah, there's the what's his name?
The guy that is the most disgusting person to ever eat meat. That's the only thing. My one thing I take from it is he's horrible to watch. But yeah. Moving on. Norman Stansfield from Leon.
Yes.
Oh, fucking
Gary
yes.
Oldman.
Is that Gary
That was
Oldman?
my one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I love these little moments of calm before the storm.
Tamatoa from Moana.
The
Sorry,
scene where
carry
you
on.
see him die at the end.
Yeah.
Where there's a grenade, isn't there?
Yeah.
This is from
And he just
Matilda.
goes. And he just goes.
But
Shit.
the way that that shot is amazing. It's it's a flat. It's not a pan. It's a dolly shot, but it's locked forwards and it moves to the left. It's really unusual. Like if you think about it, explosions in movies, normally go from left to right, almost always. Whereas this one, it's not the camera's not turning; it's sliding along a track and just moving perfectly, sliding sideways, and it goes to the left. It just looks strange when you're watching it, but it's so cool.
Leon's another one I haven't watched in a while. That's also
Love
on
that
the list.
movie. It's fantastic. But yeah, he's definitely a good villain.
Jack says that Alfie Allen is definitely the villain. He kills the dog. It's like, yeah, that's actually.
Actually,
Yeah, that's
fair enough.
true, yeah.
He's such a
Alright.
little shit in it.
But that's the problem. He's just shit.
Well, would you want to vote for him instead?
No, I don't want to vote for him. He's a shit.
No. Tamatoa from Moana.
Crab.
Yeah.
Well, the
quite bad.
decapod.
Yes.
Oh, and he's magnificent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a yes from me because
Yeah,
I love.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah. I'll
I
give
mean,
that a
he
yes.
he sparkles like a diamond in the rough.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
my favourite song in the film as well.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Jafar, Aladdin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Very evil. Twisted.
Yep.
I mean, he's your classic Grand Vizier, isn't he?
Yep. Yeah. Yzma from Emperor's New Groove.
Not seen
I've
it.
never seen it.
I've seen it a long time ago.
Disney films that came out when I was a teenager, I'm less familiar with.
Yeah, because I was too busy,
Yeah, too busy
being cool.
painting orcs.
Yeah, playing Warhammer.
Whacking
Yeah.
them off and whacking myself off.
To the Littlewoods catalogue, yeah.
Yeah, Littlewoods.
Better than whacking off to the 40k catalogue, which I'm sure people have done.
Yeah.
Surprisingly
the
easy.
The Slanesh page, just
Yeah.
like not focus on the claws.
Sisters of Battle. Oh, there we go.
Oh man, it's the Littlewoods reference that got me. I mean, Littlewoods.
I imagine the Littlewoods catalogue hasn't been a thing since about 1997.
No.
Just
I
might
wonder
take-
why. Internet porn, that's why.
Yeah, that's taken a while to get good.
That's the only reason it's happened.
Yeah, but that took a while to get good, so
Yeah, it did. Oh, I don't know. I remember parties where we were crowded around one computer waiting for a picture to load. Going, huh? Huh?
What a party, man.
There's a party is the word I'd use there.
Yeah, party.
Albert, can you get off the computer? I'm trying to use the phone. Mum's gone. Shan
Oh,
Yu
God.
Mulan. Albert. I don't know anyone called Albert. Just a name because I didn't want to mention any actual names. Shan Yu from Mulan.
I've never seen Mulan.
Yes, really, it's
yeah,
really good. Yeah.
the
Wrong
cartoon.
Disney era.
Jack said, "What's Littlewoods?" Fuck off.
Oh, Jack.
I know you can't. You must. Okay, we'll talk about it later. It's a catalogue that had all kinds of things in, but it had a golden 10 pages in it.
The largest
Anyway.
lingerie section in Ireland, apparently. So, right, yes, carrying on.
Howard Payne from Speed. Pop
Oh,
quiz
yeah.
hot shot.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
bomb guy. Yeah,
Dennis Hopper.
Dennis Hopper. Yeah.
Dan's responded one of two sources of porn in the 80s.
Yeah.
Well, we
Yeah.
Well,
so-
there was, of course, you always had the options of the woods or railway
The
sidings.
woods.
yeah, true. And page 3 as well. to mention.
and
He's a great villain, isn't
Good,
he?
yeah.
Just on that, like the porn in railway sidings. Where?
Nobody
how
knows
did
is
it
the
come from?
answer.
Okay. All right.
There is that great line in Spaced where Daisy's saying to Tim, "Can't you get your porn from the woods like everyone else?" Like, no, I'm an adult. I'm supposed to leave it there now.
Yeah. It was weird though. Every now and then you would like, for want of a better phrase, come across a bag, a wet plastic bag filled with porn mags.
Maybe there was an intricate network of like drop-offs and nods and winks and things communicated by writing on public convenience doors.
Just,
Maybe it was one person
Maybe-
that left it everywhere.
or maybe they just realized they couldn't keep it any longer and needed another private place to
Yeah,
whack off.
yeah. Their bed was
maybe.
reaching the ceiling, probably. So, Cyrus the Virus from Con Air.
hmm
John
Yeah.
Malkovich.
So good.
Yeah, I mean, he's almost too much of a pantomime, but yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I noticed that the paedophile child killer is not the villain in that film.
Oh, nothing
'Cause
makes
he's
me
comic
sadder
relief.
than the agent lost his bladder on the airplane.
Lord Farquaad from Shrek.
Yeah.
No.
So good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So
I'm
good.
not voting for that.
No worries. Ursula, Little Mermaid.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes. Brilliant.
Definitely.
Badass.
that's my era of Disney. Yes, absolutely.
We'll do a few more. The Wet Bandits. Home Alone.
Oh, yes.
No, because they're so
No.
dreadful.
Joe Pesci. It's brilliant. Brilliant.
No,
It's a no from me as well.
I just don't.
They're not good villains.
Mm.
They're quite scary, though. They're quite sort of down and outy.
Yeah,
Kind of-
but
No.
No.
Is
Okay.
it- one of the YouTube channels I follow is like this digital effects studio, and they like to take movies that are sort of PG movies but have loads of violence in them and make them realistically violent. So they've taken Home Alone and sort of CGI'd it to show what would actually happen if you got like blowtorched in the head and then your face stoved in with an anvil and things like that. And it's
Send me a link. I can't
quite
want to see
gross. They've done one
That
for
sounds
they've done
awful.
like some Marvel movies as well. So like Cap throws his shield and it's just like slicing people in half and kicking people's heads off.
Fucking hell.
Tyron Rugen from The Princess Bride. He is the six-fingered man.
I do like that film.
Yep.
Great film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know whether he'd be the guy that yeah, I'll go for it. Yeah. General Grievous, Revenge of the Sith.
I kind of refuse to put anything.
I'm not going to vote for him in the movies. Him as represented in the Genndy Tartakovsky Clone Wars animated series was fucking brilliant. And he was such a disappointment in the movie. So no.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
Jack says the Harry Potter Corridor Crew one was pretty decent as well, Russ.
Oh yeah, they did Harry Potter one as well. Yeah. Well, like making the magic, like the duel between. So they did the duel between Draco and Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And Draco uses a spell that like lifts Potter up off the ground, crushes him into a ball, and then he magics up a basketball hoop behind him, does loads of like trick shots, and then dunks Potter through this thing while he's like screaming and all his bones are snapping the whole time. It's pretty cool.
King Xerxes from 300.
I mean, pretty badass.
I haven't seen that actually.
I still like 300.
No? Oh, I thought it was quite good.
Yeah, you nothing wrong with that. You like whatever you want to like. I just didn't. I couldn't get on with
It annoyed me, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'll say yes.
Cool. Couple of votes.
It annoyed me because of historical inaccuracies.
Yeah, so did Star Wars.
Yeah, the historical accuracies in the 300 film. That has a new metal soundtrack.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, and precisely 3 colours in the whole movie.
Yeah. Doc Ock, Spider-Man 2.
Yes.
Yes.
I love him. I thought he was great.
Yeah. It sounds like we'll be seeing him again.
Alfred Molina.
Yeah.
Keeping you up, Tom.
We haven't go for like an hour and
The long
20,
day.
20 minutes now.
We'll do a few more and then we'll call it a day.
We said that. We said that a few ago.
I've got a point I want to stop on, and then we'll stop. I think. Richter from Total Recall. It's Michael Ironside.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Badass.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
Michael Ironside's
Yes.
awesome.
Using civilians as human shields left, right, and
Yeah.
centre. Yeah, absolutely.
Professor Snape, Harry Potter.
Nope.
Not a villain.
He is in some of the films.
Nope, he isn't.
Oh, this again.
I'm a big
He's not.
Potter
He's
fan.
not a villain. He's an arsehole, but he's not a
Yeah.
villain.
I've discussed this with Emma, and she agrees. No.
My
Snape.
but
Even before you get to the big reveal, he's not really a villain. He's not actively
He's just a
being
bit of an
he's
arse.
he's a prick,
But he's not a
but
bad
he's
guy.
not the villain.
And he
in any of
actually,
them.
in some of the movies, he stops stuff before it gets too far. So he's not actually a villain. He's just an arse.
Yeah. Poor Rickman will just have to win on one of his other options.
I haven't added in Rickman from Love Actually yet. I need to do that for the next
Yeah,
one.
Rickman.
Yeah. Megatron, Transformers. I'm going to
No.
assume the animated one because I'm definitely not voting for the live action one.
Yeah, if it's the animated
animated.
one, yeah.
Although he's
but-
only in it for like 5 minutes, isn't he? He dies like. Pretty
Well,
quickly,
that's why you
to
can
be
put Megatron or Galvatron. Galvatron.
honest. Megatron / Galvatron, then, yeah.
It's good. I like that.
Yeah.
Very good. Well done,
I've
Duncan.
always been, I've always been more Starscream, but yeah, I'll vote for that.
Actually, I would be a Shockwave. Shockwave is the most terrifying and
Yeah.
the baddest ass. But anyway,
Yeah, Shockwave's the guy that just kind of sits, waits till everyone's killed each other, and then just kind of steps in and goes, well, this happened. I guess I'll take over.
Which side was Mellotron on?
Yeah.
Sorry. Right.
Yeah.
Apologies, YouTubers. Sorry.
Dark Helmet, Spaceballs.
yes.
Definitely.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah, sure, fuck it, why not?
Sure. I am your. I can't remember the whole thing, but it's the funniest.
Vigo the Carpathian. Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah.
It's
Fucking
Vigo.
Vigo.
It's Vigo.
Yeah,
It's
Vigo.
Vigo.
Vigo. Vigo says Vigo.
Candyman from the movie Candyman.
Never seen that one.
I like how he sort of recites nursery rhymes and shit while
Fucking
he's
awesome.
Yeah.
as well.
murdering
I love the
people
guy who plays
senselessly.
him.
Yeah.
Dick Jones from RoboCop.
I can't
Who's
remember
that
Dick Jones.
Someone asked me to put him on there. Oh god, I can't. I need to watch RoboCop. There's so many fucking RoboCop like references in this. I just need to watch it. I'm going to watch RoboCop, and I'm going to come back next week, and I'm going to decide whether I want these on there for my on my part. One more for Dark Helmets, and one more for Vigo.
It's Vigo.
Yeah, last one then. We'll call it a night after this one. The Sheriff of Nottingham, Robin Hood.
No.
Played by Alan Rickman.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Excellent.
obviously.
Let me think about that.
Yeah, have a think.
Gets
Quite
extra
literally-
points for being the only person who looked at that script and went, well, I know exactly what this is, even if fucking Kevin Costner doesn't. And I'm just going to have as much fun as I possibly can.
Emma actually says he's not really a villain because he's just camping it up way too much. Sheriff of
Yeah,
Nottingham.
you can be a pantomime villain. He's still a villain.
I mean, he's just
thanks,
pure nasty.
He is nasty.
Yeah.
And Christmas, call off Christmas.
Yeah. Cancel the Christmas scraps
Just-
for the beggars.
Cut your heart out.
No more merciful
with a
beheadings.
spoon.
Because it's
Yeah.
dull, you twit. It'll hurt more. Oh, it's so delicious.
This is really good steel.
Right. There we go. Let's call it a night there. We've got some good ones coming up still. So
Excellent.
we're about
Okay.
halfway.
So there we go. We are halfway through the Movie Villains World Cup, and it is halfway-ish, and it is already filled with some very notable names. So I'm really excited to see what comes next. I mean, I'm guessing that it's got at least one, the T1000. Guessing, so we'll have to look out for that one. But yeah, no, that was great. Thank you very much for everyone who was interacting on the social media.
Yeah, thanks.
Where was that coming in? Was that coming in from the people watching it on YouTube, Dan?
Yeah, people watching on YouTube. So yeah.
Tremendous. Thank you very much. We're just going to wave to the people watching on YouTube. Wave. Hello.
Tell you
And
where
of
it
course-
wasn't coming in from. The people listening to this later on Spotify
No.
or whatever.
They don't get
Yeah,
to vote.
absolutely. But if you are listening to it later, then don't be upset or alarmed or anything like that. You can still have your voice heard by interacting with us on our Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter platforms. Just use the handle @TMTOOH and you'll be able to get through to us. Don't forget as well, on Instagram, if you go to our bio, you will find the link to our Discord channel where you can get involved with all the conversations that's going on, everything from The Expanse to all of the stuff that we're doing on the pod as well. Dan, whenever you stay really still like that, I always worry that the whole thing has frozen because you're very good at staying rock solid still. Also, Dan is doing loads and loads of side pods at the moment. They've finished off the Wandering One Division series, which is well worth going back and having a listen to. They're dealing with what's that?
I've gone from W to M, so we've gone from Wandering One Division to Marveling Marvel.
To Marveling Marvel.
So there is our review of the first episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier's out. And by the time the podcast comes out, which will be tomorrow morning for people listening on the live stream, we've done an hour and a half on the Snyder Cut. And that'll be going up.
Which is probably all you need to see to work out whether you want to watch it. I think we'll put it as bluntly as that. Watch the pod or listen to the pod even, and then make up your mind whether you actually want to sit through 4 hours of dental torture. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching. If you're on YouTube, thank you. We're going to just give you one more wave there. Wave, everyone, quick wave, wave, wave. Thank you very much for listening to us as well. Dan, goodbye.
Bye, sir.
Duncan, goodbye.
Mwahaha. Goodbye.
Russ, goodbye.
Until next time.
Until next time. And it's goodbye from me, Tom. I realised that we didn't actually introduce ourselves at the beginning, but as you can see, Dan, Duncan, Tom, and Russ, goodbye. And on that note, we cue the music.
I'll be back.